to prepare for this mid Medusa. Medusa can play side lanes. It's not ideal, but they want to save their carry for last.
Definitely a scary lane now with Earth Spirit there as well. As soon as T hits 6 as well, it's going to be very scary. They do have Eller Titan though, which is like one of the best save heroes.
Yep.
As we saw in the last game.
Yeah. That was some really high level Eller Titan play coming out of Destiny, both games. See if Playmakers can live up to that. I don't know, man. I'm not personally feeling this TA pick that much. It's like, yeah, I get it counters the Medusa in lane, but if you look at the big picture of how the game is going to go, does it fit into their lineup? The synergy with Darkseer is minimal. When you start getting levels in Psyblades, you're actually not close enough for the Iron Shield to really hit. You don't have any natural synergy with Vacuum except the Earth Spirit kick. Perhaps you could have found something else that would be a little bit better. And TA is more of a position 1 or 1.5 in that mid lane. So what carries can you really grab now that fit the bill? If you wanted to go Slark, for example, Slark TA, then you have 2 heroes that want to farm for 15 minutes before they get involved in anything. Then nothing is happening for your Darkseer Earth Spirit. What is there even? They banned Slark, yeah. I think that was a really good call by Bulldog. I would have liked to see that pick this game. I think it could have been very good. They banned the Huskar matchup and Monkey King. Okay, that's some pretty good tempo. That's another hero that's good against Medusa.
They're picking a lot into the lanes here, which I'm not sure if that's how you're going to win this series. Because you snowball lanes, that's good. But these teams, from what I've seen at least, is they kind of like to throw away their lead. So it's really going to come down to
both throw away their lead.
Draft around, throwing away your lead and still winning.
It feels like you just need a good, solid mid-game lineup, and that's just what's going to be best here.
I mean, mid to late game is Playmakers lineup, isn't it?
Yeah, right now.
I would definitely, if this game goes beyond 30, 35 minutes, I'm all on Playmakers, no matter what they pick now, actually. I think their late game is just better. And Medusa is not the best.
Timber just to help us out along.
Timber?
Into the Monkey King.
Yeah.
Not so much a counter, I guess, these days, but it used to be, didn't it?
It kind of goes both ways. Monkey King likes this lane in the start, but later in the game, Timbers obviously cuts trees, so he can very quickly get him out of the trees and be relatively tanky.
Tricky draw from both sets of players. Let's start with Admiral Bulldog, prediction-wise.
I will go with my boys, the Playmakers. I'm feeling their Medusa. It got banned all series against the home, so they're it's their secret little sauce they got there. I believe in it.
All right,
the Snake Lady.
All right.
I'm going with Playmakers, but I think Boom might do what they did first game. Really good early.
Run away with it, 20 minutes.
Run around and do loads of stuff with this Earth Spirit.
Okay, all right. So Premium Flax on the Playmaker trail. Sindred.
Yeah, I like them too. I think the draft is overall a bit better, and if we think these teams are pretty evenly matched, then that's going to make the difference. And like Bullock said, Medusa was banned, so let's see what it's all about.
Yeah. Maybe they've got a plan, maybe they haven't. We'll see. Let's bring in our commentators.
Hopefully they do.
We've got 3 here, all going for Playmakers. Gents, which way are you going?
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling Playmakers. Like I've seen a Deucer in this patch, and I don't bet against it anymore.
Okay. All right.
I'll go with Playmakers.
4 out of 4? 5 out of 5?
Yeah, 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
I think Sven, with his Warcry shield, Timber saw Medusa, they're just not going to die against all this physical damage.
All right. Well, gents, take us away into the game number 1 of series number 4.
All right. It should be a good one. I mean, we are seeing something similar to Boom earlier today. This similar aggression. They had the Darkseer and Earth Spirit then, and it looked cheeky. And they have got a lot more Snowball this time around. But I just see, if Playmakers make it through the laner phase in one piece, what do you do?
I don't think their lineup is that aggressive, considering what they had against OG in the first game. TA can easily fall off, and if you take tower, your 1 tower from a TA, she's not that effective. You get... you can enter her Ancients, and if there's any stack with the Medusa, with Elder Titan Sven, Timbersaw, you can easily steal it as well.
And that's always the awkward part, is when you play against an Elder Titan, that stacking can backfire, because it's like, oh, this is just free Astral stacks for me. I'm just going to take more damage, movement speed, and run you down.
Yeah, so they're going to run Medusa on the side lane. Who's going to be the mid one? It's going to be a TA for Boom ID.
And is this... So he says Deuce a side lane, so is this going to be... Is this not score... Timber?
It's going to be Monkey King on the side lane.
Just getting a... Like... calibrate this. The Monkey King versus the Timber, which is... It's not bad for Monkey King, right? Like, basically, Timber can't kill him. You can't really stem his ability to get levels either. So he should get off to a good start, and that's the key thing for a Monkey King, is making sure he at least gets to level 3.
They're going to have Timbersaw on mid and Sven on the bottom.
All right, there we go.
Probably just going to try lane against this Monkey.
That was the thing. I imagine they were having the same discussion, like, do we really want to stick a Timber against a Monkey? We need to dodge that. Surely it's the only way that Timber gets off to a good start. So, on the way, let's see how the runes play out. It looks like the side of Boom ID should get the hands on both top runes. There'll be a little bit of aggression back and forth on these bot runes, though. Fervian taking a decent amount of damage, needs to be careful. Stunned up by the Stormhammer. Just trying to skew those runes. And Skyrap does get pretty low in the meantime, as Yokam just keeps on chasing on Panthera. Luckily, this little Sky Rat is a bit fast. 332 movement speed. In fact, it's kind of weird when you watch this as a support, because this hero typically will just go greedy and build like nulls, won't build boots, but won't get a chance to get there. Actually, he's going to go down. Looks like the first blood's going to be drawn, and Yokam, he does get the final tap.
Nicely done. Does not miss a rolling boulder. 0 armor. He goes down pretty quickly. The bottom lane, I think it's going to be a problematic lane for Monkey King. He is level 2 though. He got the whole creep wave, since 2 supports were chasing, trying to get a kill on Skyrat Mage.
And he's gone back to top now. He'll be supporting the Deucer. And this should be an interesting lane up here with the Darkseer. The Earth Spirit is now joining him. We've seen this before. This time around, they didn't choose to cut the creep wave like they did in the game earlier today. But against a hero like Skyrat, we just got a preview of how easily he can die if you catch him, and you have the means to close the gap.
Yeah, I think it's a mistake for him to TP top, trying to zone out the Darkseer. There it goes, another stun, Iron Shell.
Just going to run him down, do decent damage. The creep wave is there, but they're not going to get too aggressive. They just want to try and burn out his regen, because the other thing about Skyrap is you stack these stat items, you don't really bring much regen to the lane. Bot lane, I'm going to turn around to Axel. He needs to be careful here. With Poison Touch on him, the Jingu as well. Looks like he should be going down. The Balance Strike gets the final tap. So far, things looking pretty good for the side of Boom ID. Rolled into the Skyrap here, the Iron Shell's there. Nope, on the wrong target though. He's going to surge. This is a slow walk under the tower. He might get the kill, but now he might die for it. FBZ goes down, and the gold is shared around.
If they just left Medusa on the top lane, Darkseer would farm, Medusa would get farm anyway, and then they could contest the Monkey King on the bottom lane. Monkey is having a really good start.
And that's kind of the thing. You look at those two, Darkseer, Deucer. Which one's going to do more with the gold? And with the rapid rate at which agility heroes get involved in the game now, Deucer's definitely going to get more value out of those early CS than the Darkseer.
Yeah, but if you TP Skyrat Mage on the top, it kind of forces Earth Spirit to TP top as well, and then you have a really bad matchup. We can see the Skyrat Mage is probably going to go down.
Yeah, Earth Spirit does fall for it though, and Skyrap, he might be just quick enough here. Natural movement speed of 332 means he can run away. And Darkseer needs to be careful. If he gets hit by one more bolt, he's in trouble. Oh, bolt to smash through. Yokam gets him pretty low, and oh no, the concussive shot goes to the creep camp instead. Panthera can be ran down. The Iron Shell is onto the Earth Spirit, so he should be able to get the kill.
He gives the kill. The Darkseer is going to take the creep wave.
Has a salve as well.
Running low, but they need to bring more regen to the top lane. How's mid lane doing? 13-2 against 15-7.
It's been pretty quiet, but that's a Timber for you, and a Templar Assassin as well. Doesn't really do too much until around level 6.
Yeah, once Timbersaw hits level 5, it's going to be impossible to kill him.
At the same time, it's a little bit rough to try and go on the TA as well. Like, you're going to need the Wall and Death with the Chakram, and even then, like, the TA gets roughed up a little bit in lane. She says, okay, I'm just going to go stack Ancients, and I'll see you later. Well, Monkey King is dominant here, 18-6 on the CS. Didn't have the Mischief available to dodge out the Stormhammer. Gonna try and move away here. A lot of damage being done by the Arcane Bolts. One more tap should be enough, but he gets us out in time. In the meantime, Deucer does fall in the top lane. Skyrap came down here to try and get aggressive. Feel like they spent too much time in that small window trying to protect Medusa, and now she's just vulnerable. And Fervian is looking pretty roughed up. He needs to be careful. He interrupts the stomp, but the Stormhammer comes through, and the final tap will be there. A sword. Well, he uses a sword to get that kill. Rolled in. Nicely done by Yokam. He finds Axel on the retreat.
He has boots of speed. He can still chase. Yep. Fire as well.
Sword. He's got the stun available. He's going to try and turn around, but Earth Spirit needs to be careful. That Iron Shell means that Sven can't get the final touch. He's going to try for the TP where if he dies now, this is tragic. He just about made... Oh, the Boundless Strike. just a moment too late. If he went down there, that would have ruined him for the next 2 minutes. Axel, Balls of Steel. The Stomp connects on the free, actually. Kescu's going to keep him alive, though. Yocam trying to actually heal up here, stay alive. Does get the foul tap. Furby moving forward, looking at Panthera as well. Leaps through the trees and will get himself a double kill.
They're not playing this correctly. Playmakers should just try lane here. Try the zone out to Monkey King. He's really weak at the early levels. And we can see Darks here, what he's doing on the top lane. Just pulling the creep wave. Medusa can't do anything about it, but she does the best thing she can. Drives the creep waves to the side camp. Farms neutrals as well. Runes are spawning. Concussion shot. The connect, that's going to be a kill on Earth Spirit.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. These supports are living life on the edge. I mean, and you need to get some kills right now because we saw how close Playmakers came to dropping 2. If you can't start dropping them now, giving up 2-3 minutes, and any attempt at a tri lane is going to completely just backfire for the Dire side. Well, that's a good start. Panthera looking at mid here. Been an interesting attempt. Earth Spirit and Dazzle are here. They want to turn around onto this Timbersaw and a bit of Batman on the tower. A lot of trouble, going to try for the TP away, and he should be able to make it in time. So tanky with the level 3 reactive armor.
Nicely done. No way he could have escaped there with the poison touch. So he just TP'd out and TP's back to the tower.
Beautiful thing about Timbersaw, you take all that damage, but with the reactive armor, you don't have to TP back to base on low health. Monkey King. Yes, got the Jingu. He needs to be careful though. Just trying to fake them out with the Boundless Strike. Turn around just to heal up now, but Axel, he's doing a decent job of harassing here. Sword needs some space to get a few CS on the board because he is the poorest core out of them all at the moment. Invis rune. Dazzle. He's just going to scout out here because Panthera, even with the poison touch, might be a little bit too quick. Maybe if you had boots, you'd have a shot. Actually, yeah, he does. Didn't go for that. In fact, they don't know about this. Or do they? They had a ward. They must know. They're probably suspecting he's trying around mid, right? Instead of this bot lane, because there's only Monkey King here.
Yeah, probably. And Monkey is playing really passive, so they should know something is up.
Which seems they can see 2 heroes in the top lane. They're finally going to return to actually help their Deucer out a little bit. She has got an XP advantage up here, and you can already see top of the CS charts. And this is where you have to worry a little bit, because this Deucer, I mean, with these Wraith Band pickups, your farm rate is insane compared to old Deucer, or old patches. Sword just going to TP away. It's going to be close. No! Mid-swing on the final tap.
He gets out the extra HP from the Warcry, keeping him alive. Top lane, another action happening.
Skywrap just goes down. Zospirit says, see you later. I don't mind going back to base. I'll roll on out and do the same thing over and over again.
A lot of kills. 13 kills, 7 minutes in. I expected this to be an action-packed game, and it really is. There we have a Timbersaw on a mid lane. You just need to play away from the Timbersaw, even though there's a lot of magical damage from Earth Spirit if he decides to rotate on a mid lane, but the problem is he's going to have level 4 reactive armor after this creep.
Yeah, at this stage, you're basically at a point where you got to wait until you got your hands on your Magnetize, then you make a rotation and just try and shut this Timber down. It's like, I think Timber mid is very odd compared to the outer lanes, right? Because the outer lanes, you just go, okay, leave him to it, whatever, we'll deal with him later. But in the mid, there's more imminence because you want to get your hands on that tier 1 tower quickly.
No way this Timbersaw is dying. He has 20 reactive armor charges, 27 firework charges. You just can't kill this guy.
TP away. Oh, there's a vacuum to interrupt. Medusa's out of mana as well. Might be out of life. Can't run away quick enough. Nicely done by Boom to find that pickoff because, like, despite this Timber, the Deucer is the one that you got to keep an eye on in this game right now. She's top with 50 CS already. Closest competitor is 43 on the Monkey King.
Elder Titan needs to have a TP to help out. He's one of the best anti-initiation hero.
It's like how the trees are gradually disappearing here. No backstab attempts from the Monkey King at this rate. He's got a fairly balanced build. I think after, so he's got 1 point in the tree dance. You don't usually typically put more in. Would you say you max out the Jingu before the Boundless here?
I think he's just gonna get the points in Boundless. Or if he wants to farm the jungle, depends how the lane goes. Just get the Primal Spring, and there it is.
Right. Yeah, 2 points in the spring. He's actually just trying to get aggressive early on, which is pretty fair. We said that this Boom lineup was focused around this early mid game and winning the lanes hard.
Yeah, I think Monkey King in this game is gonna need a Diffusal Blade against Medusa.
And work out pretty well. Just gives you additional slows. Make sure you definitely get that Jingu. And it's like, who's going to escape you here? They don't have any escape spells on the side of Playmakers. Going on to Katara here. just wants to steal his farm.
He got all of them.
Yeah, except the small kid. Leave that one. He hasn't got another tree dance into the spring to actually get the rest though. And Axel, the thing about going on Kezcute here, they've got a ward, they see everything they need to. Custom shot coming across, Stomp zones him out, and now no escape for him. The Whirl and Death and the track from through is enough to bring him down. Bervin arriving here. Gonna stack the Jingu, needs one more tap on the Panthera. We had a tree dance, a tree leap forward. Gets it, and now he can follow up for more kills. Faker needs to be careful here. The balance strike connecting on 2. There's the magnetize we were looking for. Faker trying to stand his ground, but he needs an escape route. The problem is the trees on the other side are too far away. Goes for the TP, the vacuum brings him back to Faker. No easy escape. Out of mana, out of time, and out of life. He will be going down here. They're finally able to find that big pick-off they've been looking for.
Oh, did he just spawn?
Just in time. Monkey King might just continue his aggression now.
For a moment they were thinking about the Roche. Can we do it with the TA? But
a little bit early.
She doesn't have a point in meld, so they can't do it. And the heroes are going to respawn quickly. They should not underestimate the Medusa. It's a dire Medusa overall, so she farms the triangle pretty quickly.
That's the thing.
Oh man, Monkey King.
Monkey King's fine, but top lane not so much. Skywrath, they roll in, snipes him out, they'll kill him off. The Dark's here, he's just here to farm heroes. Well, what happened there? Was that the DD and he tried for the attempt on Medusa solo?
Yeah, and he stole all the creeps from Medusa again. With the Boundless Strike.
Between that and the Primal Spring, this has actually started to really pay off. This is slowing down the Medusa a bit, and he's actually surpassed her in terms of net worth already.
I mean, they should implement that you can report people, even if it's Captain's mode, after the game. Monkey King would get one from Medusa, definitely.
I'm not sure this is how reports work, Rigost. I'm not sure you're helping the system right now. You know, we've got a big issue with Smurfs, and you're just focused on people who are stealing one of your CS on the other team.
I mean, if someone is really annoying, he's getting a report, definitely.
So how many techies do you report on average?
Every single time. It doesn't matter if it's on my team or enemy team. He just ruins the game.
Feels like a Toby if he ever ends up playing pub games with you. Well, bot lane, a little bit of aggression coming up. Monkey King is waiting on the prowl in the trees. And Dazzle, he's got bad juju online right now. The stun's going to come on Earthspirit. Pretty damn tanky. He's going to stand his ground. Magnetize comes out and says, yes, please, stack for that. He can roll in. Stun's going to be done to Panthera. Keeps the Magnetize going. There's the tree dance in the Primal Spring through. The Balance Strike is down. The Wolf Cry can't keep him alive. Now God's Strength activated. Sven on full mana. Looking to fight against this. The Poison Touch down to 2. Now Timbersaw arriving. Can he do enough? This Magnetize is just overwhelming them. Joachim, he doesn't even go down. He's going to survive this. This is the use of the tree dance to go forward again. And they'll find a kill on the sword. Faker's all alone here. More Jingu available to the Monkey King. And you might have all this arm up. If the bad juju keeps stacking, this is going to backfire quickly. Boundless Strike there. Diving into tier 2. He wants Panthera. Is there no mercy from this Monkey King? That might be. As they say, shut up and die. But they can't get him. He's still alive. Joachim, he will fall for this. But Mischief, living up to his name as a Monkey King that should be dead, survives.
Yeah, Mischief, pretty balanced spell. 0 mana, 20 seconds cooldown.
Just get it for free.
Yeah,
seems reasonable.
This Earth Spirit is so tanky. With double bracers, he was level 6, and he kept that Magnetize going on for 30 seconds.
And keep in mind, the war cry was there all along. You had to actually burn through those shields on each person, and a lot of these heroes are pretty tanky. You know, with the exception of Skywrath, but there's a reason that hero is not tanky. He would be a little bit broken between the damage he has if he had more health. Not a bad start. The thing that I'm looking at for Boom right now is transitioning in tower pushes, right? Like that, I think that pressure is definitely heavily on Templar Assassin to get a Death Slayer and just start melting through more towers as they get rid of these tier 1s.
And we're gonna see that again. Earth Spirit. Such a tough kill to get.
Has he missed a single roll so
I don't
far?
think so.
Okay, on point. Been paying off. That silence was glorious as well. This is the moment. It's like, yes, we can kill him. He's finally going to die. Nope. Another fight going on. They went deep. There's the Mystic Flare coming down. Furby trying to dodge out the Mischief, but not this time. They say no. They try to bat away, but too late. Magnetize being used, but it's more defensive than anything else. Joachim just trying to distract them, get their attention. FBZ trying to run down with his creeps on the side on the sword. He surges them forward. That is doing a lot. Shallow Grave keeps Joachim alive, trying to fight up against it so that TA can arrive. And from the low ground to the high ground, the missed chances will not stop you from getting that kill. He knew he was dead, but he wanted to make sure someone was coming with him. FBZ looking to go again. Faker going to TP away. They haven't got the vacuum available. They don't need it. The meld damage from Makoto is too much. Power runs for the high hills. He says, great. They found our stacks, guys.
They're they're not touching Medusa in the fight, and Medusa deals a lot of damage. Using Mystic Snake a couple of times, she even has a Mask of Madness.
Yeah, but this Darkseid is just zoning around perfectly. Like, they don't need to touch her. But this is more torturous, Lacoste. You sit there and watch your creeps be taken. Your farm, your rightly earned gold is just snatched from your jaws.
Yeah, I'm glad the Templar Assassin bought Deso as first item.
The one keeps him alive. Mystic Flare's there. TA's going to go down the road from Yokam just to get close enough. Now they move through. Vengeance must be had and do so. She should be going down. The Balance Strike gets the final touch, and now they're going to turn around. Silencer's out. The Shallow Grave is there as well. Darkseid keeps moving forward. Wukong's comes down, and Sword, he can't run quick enough. He knows she's dead on the side. Axel's going to go for the stomp, but interrupted by the vacuum. He'll fall as well. The roll through. We'll call it zone and rolls. He still hasn't missed a single one that matters.
Yeah,
they can secure bounties.
Wow, if someone TP's top, they could get 4 bounty runes. Panel Curse coming through.
Do they even have TPs between the 2 and 1 Playmakers? I don't think either of them have a TP available.
Darkseid's running. He has a surge if he wants to go for it.
Well, Timber's got a TP in 5 seconds, so he could go get those runes.
Darkseid wants to go back to base.
They're just sitting there right now.
Templar Assassin's drawing on the map. These bounties are still not picked up.
Question marks everywhere, and there you go. Makoto will be the one to go collect them. Of course, he doesn't have a Blink Dagger, but he won't need it. He doesn't even think the bounty's still there.
I like the Deso pickup before a Blink Dagger because it opens up the Roche for them. If they get a kill or 2, they could easily go for it.
Absolutely, it enables the Roche, and you got the means to lock people down, right? With the slows, with the vacuum, with the Earth Spirit. Kills just come to you.
Yeah, they can even tank the Roche with the Helm of the Dominator creep.
You're just going to be calm about it though. No rush. And you can see a replay of the previous fight there. Wukong's finally being leveled. Doesn't really matter too much. It's more zoning when it's level 1, but when you're this far ahead, every hit, every little hurts.
Timbersaw with the Holy Locket, first item. This item is made for Timbersaw. Like you don't need to go for Bloodstone, Hood. It's like an item combined in these two. A bit cheaper, a bit...
I noticed you had some Bloodstone hate on the panel. I mean, I agree, like if there's any hero who's going to build a locket and get away with it, it's maybe Timbersaw. There's barely any heroes I feel can because of the cost. It's not good for support because it's too expensive. Yokam, the roll away. Stormhammer's going to chase. They're going to have vision with the Mystic Flare. It's enough to bring him down, but he makes them work for it. Almost. Not quite able to escape that, but it's still, you're a boss 4. Worst things could happen. Your cores are protected, your cores are still farming right now, and they have the top 3 net worth positions on that chart. Question is, what pickoff do you, like if you want to go Roche right now, like what pickoff, it's the Elder time, right? You have to get rid of him before you go pit. Or do you risk it? I mean, he's still not, he hasn't got his he hasn't actually leveled his ult yet.
They don't know that.
Yeah.
This is what I don't like to see when you're playing a position 5, put 2 points in Astral. Yeah, it deals 100% more damage on level 2, but you're not gonna get that many levels, so you wanna have that natural order and stun, plus you wanna have an extra point for Earth Splitter.
Yeah, instead the maxed out Stomp. Interesting way to go. I mean, the Stomp is decent, of course, but I think I agree, the natural order needs to be the next focus here. Like, you extra points in Astral if very early on you're making these huge stacks and then you're exploiting that to just go hit people for 200 damage. Roll in, Yokam trying to move in, Axel reads it correctly, and they smash the boulder the wrong way.
That's the first one this game.
Had to be one, alright? These are all zoning smashes and rolls.
They're picking out the Roche.
You've got to assume, right? They come to the high ground aggressively like that. They're trying to secure the area before they go into the Roche pit.
The Playmakers, they have a vision.
Well, what do you do? You've got Earth Splitter now. Maybe make a play here, but the roll in. Actually, they're going on the man with the Earth Splitter himself. Slowed down for a long, long time here. They interrupt the Stomp and they kill him off. And all of a sudden, any chance for Playmakers to disrupt this Roche is gone.
That's a free Roche. They're not even trying to contest anymore.
How would you get in, though? Like that's the thing. Timbersaw just goes in and hopes. There's no real way for you to contest right now. You pick this Dusa, and it's good when you're ahead and you're able to farm and take control of the map. But in this scenario, boom, they're just keeping up the pressure. We might end up having a worse percentage on our predictions after this one. I mean, we should get ahead of ourselves. We've seen Boom in this scenario before. They're very good at being aggressive early on. Yeah. It's what happens next.
Yeah, the problem is they're playing against Medusa, Elder Titan, so it's kind of super hard to siege the high ground. These heroes are going to fall off. Templar Assassin, Monkey King, but so is Sven and Timbersaw. This Timbersaw is not He's playing from behind, so that's kind of a problem. Also, Bloodstone as a second item, it's a no. Sorry, don't at me.
You began approving, and now he's just gone.
If he wants to win this game, he buys Heaven's Halberd on a Timbersaw against Templar Assassin, against the Monkey King, and just cripples one of those heroes.
Classic argument if you want to win this game.
Yeah. I mean, you can't argue with logic. That's the thing. Monkey King, although he's listening, Diffusal Blade after Echo Saber, he just wants to counter the Medusa.
And then straight into the BKB, but should be enough. I mean, he hits pretty hard on that Medusa right now. Like, even when she's got the shield up, she feels the pain. Even more so now. So they take the tier 2 top, and all of a sudden, Medusa's only got that safe area in the bottom area, and this Earth Spirit, he's tanking the whole of the Mystic Fleck. Can he roll away in time? Nope. The Stomp comes out just in time to make sure he cannot escape. But the fact you almost didn't get that kill with what you committed is got to be kind of distressing. Mikoto with haste, moving in. Doing a Panthera, one more tap, will find the kill. They're going to turn around, they're going to fake it now. Wukong's does go down, sword out of mana, and he can't move quick enough here, just slowed down and crippled. He's going to fall as the Jingu gets renewed, and on the side, Axel going down. There's the gate come through. The Earth Split is going to be there, but it doesn't hit on anyone. They're moving forward. Sword, oh no, he cuts the tree. Monkey King, he can't finish the kill. They're going to turn around him. He needs to actually get away from this, but can he? He's trying with the Misty, but it's too late with the Balance Strike. He's going to go down and sword. Just in range with the Warcry. Says, okay, this is our rebuttal. Go back in, fight hard. Faker moves forward. Whirling Death through. Can he actually do enough here with the Chakram? Slowing down KezQ, who's out of mana, and now Dazzle is out of life. This is a double kill for this Timbersaw.
Sometimes you just gotta admit you're outclassed. What Sven did right there was completely amazing. That's the kill on Monkey King. He even survived.
Godly reactions, just to identify if he tries to run, he's dead anyway. You might as well just go, okay, it must be this tree. There's no other tree possible. That's where the sword stays alive. There we go. We're gonna get. I was wondering, are we gonna get a replay of that? Because that was a beautiful little play.
Oh man, Skyward Mage, he dies.
It's so painful, right?
2 hits.
It's like, I think I'm okay, and then you see the meld, and you go, I don't know if I'm okay anymore. And here we go. Like, everyone's watching the right side of the fight. Watch this in the top with sword. Just turns around. And the best part is, right, he knows he's no longer threatened, and so he hangs around.
Look at this, he uses a mischief so Dazzle couldn't break.
That's actually painful. I'm trying to help you, but you're working against me. And as we come back in, Monkey King is angry about what happened. He took vengeance on Axel instead.
Radiant's bottom tower is
The line has actually been drawn. Monkey King's saying just push off. Like, we'll shove in mid, we'll take the town, then we'll come across and try and pressure high ground. We've still got this Aegis. We still have an advantage. We need to push it. 8k net worth, Aegis in your hands. You know you came to come out of those lanes winning. You know you're probably going to have to finish pretty quickly. TPM from Medusa. Pretty bold, but the Wukong's going to go down the Diffusal as well. Burning through the mana so quickly. No, Guitar needs to be killed, trying to be forced off the way, but he can't quite get out of range, and now battered back into it. Says, where the hell are you going? Yokam's taking control of this fight as Mikoto gets a triple kill.
This is exactly what Boom ID needed to do. They siege the tower, they want to use this Aegis. Still have a minute left on it. They're super strong right now.
They're coming in, Timbersaw held in the spot, Boulder Smash back, and he's out of mana. He can't escape this at all. Timbersaw's time of prowess has passed. The Warcry to keep him alive. No! He gets the Timber Chain away. The Meld can't quite finish him off. He'll get out of range. Yokam still chasing through the Boulder Smash. Will it connect? No. Timber Chain away, and he dodges it at the end. And they're back to hitting buildings. The Stomp's going to slow him down, but Axel rooted in place. He can't move away. Mikoto just blinking across. Final tap is not there. Axel surviving barely. The Mystic Flare out. Monkey King enough HP to survive this, and now Panthera battered into the mess. He's going to go down. There is, he used the Magnetize on the 2. Sword and Faker reluctant to go in, but the Remnants are stacked in the vacuum's going to be their Boundless Strike. The roll through, they can hold him in place right now. Faker, what can he do? He's going to actually try and escape the Timber Chain, but he's out of mana, and they're going to keep moving across. Furbian, can he get close enough? He's got one tree to work with, but no, the Timber Chain is there. Just enough mana left in the chamber for the Timbersaw to get away. It's confused by Furbian.
Medusa's out.
There's the Aegis reclaimed. They know they have to retreat right now. They got the melee racks, they got the big prize, and more importantly, they just juggle Playmakers around their own base.
Oh, Medusa committed fully. She bought Hurricane Pike, which is a great choice. She needs to be able to have some kind of defensive mechanism once Monkey King jumps on her. Also really good against Monkey to try to force him out of his ultimate, but had no buyback there, so it means that melee Rax is gone. This is why I don't like this item on Timbersaw, Bloodstone. So he was playing well, he was playing correctly, and then you just buy an item that gives you raw HP and mana.
You also stunt your growth because, like, you like you say, you get raw HP, raw mana, but What is it giving you? Like, you have to get the full item to get any real effect, and it's an expensive item. I mean, what could you get instead here? Do you like maybe Yules or even a pipe?
Yules or Heaven's Halberd.
Do you not like a pipe on? Do you think someone else should be able to pipe on the team?
Sven is building one.
Okay,
I mean,
building
one
sort of halfway. Speaking of Sven, stun's going to come out. FBZ's been found. The mech trying to keep him alive with the guarding grease is not enough. It does come down. 50 seconds on the sideline. They punish them for trying to take the last hour tower belonging to the Playmakers.
They will need to commit for a second Roche. They can't give them Aegis and Cheese. Roche may respawn in a minute and a half. What are you laughing about?
I was watching Faker like he Timber chains in at the TA, like expecting him to blink away and go, I'm scared. He just stands over DD going, what, are you going to commit on me? Oh, Wukong's going down, the stun's good, and tanking up everything again. Earth Spirit with the Magnetize, still run a Panthera, might fall before he even does. And now the reinforcement arriving, sword stunned up. Mikoto with the DD, still run a Blink Sport. Gonna find himself a second, and now Yokami can't escape from this, but he does enable another kill as Axel should be going down as well. Double kill for Mikoto. The buyback comes out. Earth Spirit says, wait, can we just go for the base right now? I think we can. Take the tier 2 and hit the buildings.
Yeah, they're not gonna get to the base. They need to take tier 2 first. Timbersaw just using some rockets, having fun. Bloodstone is finished. Darkseer is extremely farmed. Has a Crimson Guard plus Guardian Greaves, Helm of the Dominator. Look at the region on this guy, 31 per second.
It's pretty absurd.
It's like a budget Timbersaw.
Imagine if he built a Holy Locker now. I wouldn't object to that actually with his build. I think you're right, they can't take the base, but they might try and see if they can just force a scenario where Sven has to buy back. They're about to enter it now, but they're split up. I think they're just trying to just divide attention and chip away at the buildings a little bit. Mikoto, he's smoked up here. Just wants to finish off that range racks, knows there's no way to stop him. That Hurricane Pike pick up, he can get out of any mess. So you keep your other lanes alive, but you do lose the remainder of the mid one.
They're just splitting them. Templar Assassin playing the bottom. She has a Blink Dagger, Refraction, Hurricane Pike. They can't really catch her. There's no way they're gonna initiate.
Activate the Benny Hills theme tune, which will stop in a moment. It looks like it's not a long spawn on Roach, actually. Because that's the thing, they're just trying to buy time. Another minute before it's up. And you know the Playmakers, you're probably going to be the Hail Mary scenario, right? Where you just have to smoke up and make a play out of the base very soon. There's only so long that Deuce can keep farming. I mean, she's still 3k behind this Templar Assassin. If you buy yourself 10 minutes, sure, but that's a big ask right now. With the tempo that Boom are playing at, they want to end this game by like 35 minutes.
Roche will respawn in 20 seconds. I don't think Boom ID wants to make a move before a Roche speed. They even have a siege creep inside it.
Waiting for the exact moment. The problem with Playmakers is they can assume when it's up when the rest of the Radiant side move away, but there's no way to know for sure. They could be faking it. They could be waiting on the high ground when you move out. The worst part is when you look at heroes like Earth Spirit and Monkey King, these heroes that can be so far away to initiate, you don't know where they are. They could just be waiting. And if you just run out of your base and there's a Monkey King behind you with Wukong's command, where do you run? Straight into the arms of the rest of Boom ID. Oh, what are we at now, Dota Plus? Oh, we are definitely screwing up our prediction percentages. At this rate, anyway, according to Dota Plus.
You gotta hope, my friend. We can still
believe.
Yeah, somehow make it out if they decide the fountain. We've seen this before.
It's not 100% strategy. I agree. Like going in the fountain doesn't always work out. MKB as well as the melt armor reduction talent for the Templar Assassin. What health.
Alright, so we want to go back to the Bloodstone. What did Bloodstone do this game? You spent 5,000 gold on an item. You're stuck in your base. It doesn't do anything.
I'd say I have to agree. I think the Ghost set is going to do more right now.
It's a fake faker, definitely. That's not a real one.
That he's living up to his name. He's like, all right, we're going to fake lose this first game and then win the other two. Moving forward, Kataro just trying to force him away. Mikoto lost a lot of mana from that. The glory of the snake. Oh, stunned up. Mystic Flare down. Mikoto silenced as well. There's the Shallow Grave in time. The Stomp is sleeping, but doesn't matter. Roll it. The vacuum is gonna move in. FBZ trying to fight. There's the Wukong's coming down. And on the Earth Splitter proof, they just shrug it off. They barely feel a thing. Fervian, he stands his ground. He says, hit the building. The gaze used on the back, but they're gonna find a kill him with the Earth Spirit. But that might be all they get out of this. Stun's gonna come in. Monkey King getting low, but so much armor to work with this Scotty slowing him down. He eats the cheese. Shallow grave, just to be safe. Mikoto running out of the base right now. Sword needs to be careful because Ferbian's thinking about turning around. The bounce strike connects on the 2. Misses to try and escape. BKB activates, says, alright, you want to come out your base and fight, then we're ready to rumble. Sword needs to back away here. They pop the Aegis. The vacuum connects on the 3 again. Can they do anything with this? Mikoto's getting slept up, and the kite out is not working. His sword falls to Ferbian. You might be dealing with Templar Assassin, but no one's got eyes on this Monkey King on the side.
Playmakers.
Look at what does this Medusa do right now? She's slower than they are, even when she Scotties them.
I mean, they're still defending. They didn't use any buyback. They took the cheese off, they took the Aegis off, and they killed the Earth Spirit. This game is far from over.
Indeed it is. I mean, it's a deucer, right? Even if you lose the second lane, if you got enough items, you're like, whatever, more gold's coming to me. I don't have to leave my base. I don't have to risk my life for it. That's always been the key to this draft. When you look at Playmakers lineup, it was always, this is Deuce's game.
Yeah, Templar Assassin already has an MKB, so she's one step ahead of Medusa, forcing her not to go for Butterfly.
To go for crits instead, though.
Yeah, it's just cheap damage. She needs to invest in damage right now. They're not getting close to her.
Oh, but if Playmakers let them get close to her, they probably failed at their job. Like, it's all about her. As long as she's alive, the hope lives on. Sven is just a way of buffing things up. Timbersaw, he's just this big chunk of meat that gets thrown at them at the stage.
The Sven is so underfarmed. If they had a Crimson Guard, this Hood of Defiance is not doing anything. There's not too much magical damage. Earth Spirit and Darkseer are the only one. It would be way better to go for a Crimson Guard instead. Just get a...
I mean, I absolutely agree. I still think, like, the Bloodstone comes back to that. I think there should have been a pipe on the Timber, and then that frees up your Sven to not even have to look towards this IM. Instead, he's sitting there with a Hood of Defiance, and they're going to need a Crimson Guard at some stage, with the Monkey King Templar Assassin being so dominant in these fights. Vacuum monster creep from the high ground. FBC trying to move away. Oh, roll gets blocked by Earth Spirit, but he can still move away. Let's get the roll available again. Can he make it out? Yes, he can. See you later. So damn tanky.
Meanwhile, in the top lane, Templar Assassin forcing them to use a glyph.
You can move away. Got the Hurricane Pike, Blink Dagger coming off cooldown soon. So they know they can't pursue, but there might be a turnaround here.
And Medusa is level 20 now. Extra 700 mana. I don't think this Medusa is dying.
I hope not. Even with the Diffusal, it's a lot of mana to get through now. And Boom's whole concept at this stage is just push every lane. Worst case scenario, wait for Roche again. Don't overextend. Don't make a risk, because right now, they see it as Playmakers the one pressure to do something. But as we already said, you've got a Deucer.
Yeah, but their heroes are going to fall off, so they're kind of in a rush to do things as well. The problem is the Playmakers can't make any move unless they use a smoke, and Boom ID is doing a good job just trying to split them. Templar Assassin playing in a different part of the map.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fair way to look at it, right? Is okay, this Deucer's going to get farmed at this stage, we know, regardless. But as you said already, Sven is underfarmed, and part of this is to do with the fact that anything that comes towards their base, Deucer has dibs. Sven gets the scrappy remains that are left over, because your whole jungle is not safe. Like, I'd hate to see the heat map for Playmakers in like the last 10 minutes. I'm pretty sure someone would assume the red is just us labeling dire base. Nardi is going to be up next for Monkey King. Of course, he's probably going to save for buyback. I mean, do you feel like you need to? You've still got your tier 1s up, right?
He doesn't need a buyback. He can just go full Scotty.
That's one thing. Like, you've got the tier 1s up. There's no real risk to your base just being slain after one turnaround fight. Playmakers are at least 2 big fights from winning this. Do right now? Aetherlets? Like, what is the item that makes this Skywrath validated? It's not like a big Ags, is it, right? You just go some sort of utility for your team?
I mean, he can go for a save item. He already has a 4-staff, so that's fine. If he wants to go for a better item, it's definitely Aghanim Scepter. He should aim for it.
It'd be nice to have like a Lotus on this team somewhere, just because like the Earth Spirit, the silences.
Yeah, I think Timbersaw is gonna build one, either that or Yule Scepter.
Yeah, he's going for the Yules. Cheaper option. He knows that he's going to have to discount everything. He's not going to get too much gold out of this map. Yokam, he actually has got Halberd on this Earth Spirit, which means that Deucer that is the key to your success is going to run into some problems in the next fight. Axel, oh my god, the hell! Oh, just in time, the Warcry sword! He saves their life. The vacuum's gonna come as big enough to kill off Axel. And now the crit's going through. Doesn't matter. FBZ says Crimson Guard means I barely feel a thing. Moving through, Mikado getting low. Does have a fraction of health. The Ghost Scepter to protect Faker, but no. Bounce Strike's gonna hold him in place. He needs to make an escape plan, and he'll get back up to the high ground with only one tree remaining if he decides to go back out.
That was a nice save from Sven. Blinksin uses a Warcry just to keep him alive for a moment.
Kodo, he'll be able to get away. Yo, Cam, there's the Magnetize that came out of the base, and now they're going to be punished. Spent out of mana and out of life. Faker, still more trees to escape back into his base, but there's the entrance they were looking for. Through Marcel, doesn't have to use the BKB here. He's waiting to see if he can bait them in. Yo, Cam doing exactly the same, but they'll just probe. Poke and prod. There's no real need to commit heavily, because in the bot lane, look who's knocking on your door. Mikado says, creeps have arrived, building's going to fall.
1, 2,
oh, they just lost the one. Pantera
gone.
He tried to defend bot, and actually trying to get Mako out. He's getting pretty low here. The Skadi's slowing him down. The Stomp is there. He is invis though with the meld. Though split it through will be enough to finish him off. As he tried to come out, he's already dead. But in the top, they are losing his Meteorites, as they did lose another hero. Oh, there's the gaze. The disarm's going to be there, though. Seducer cannot hit into them. That's a full retreat for the rest of the side for Boom ID.
Medusa might consider going straight Divine Rapier right now because she's not being touched in a fight. The only thing that can counter is Heaven's Halberd on Earth Spirit. She has enough money to buy a Divine Rapier.
Speaking of Earth Spirit. Oh, comes down. Timber. He got baited into this. He has got the Ghost Scepter trying to move away. There's a wrong boulder through. He didn't actually make it out of the Wukongs. He needs to be careful. They're burning through his mana. The boulder smash through wouldn't have mattered. Yokam, thinking about this, needs to be careful. Loses a lot of health because of that wall and death. Faker, he says, okay, you guys almost got me, but I'm not that easy.
Come on, Medusa, man up. Get that Divine Rapier.
I mean, she is the key. She has to do something. Is this gonna... Well, actually, she already got the Chrysalis, right?
Yeah, she's buying
so
full
it's just
Daedalus.
into Daedalus. Then you go for the Divine Rapier. So you just got to buy your team another, like, 10 minutes. Which seems like, given the most recent fight, it's not the most horribly hard thing to do. Maybe burn another building or two. Problem is, by that point, Roche is going to be up again. Boom, we're going to have some more items to work with. I mean, that Heaven's Halberd already ruined Medusa's opportunity to probably kill 2 free heroes. I want to see what teams are doing with Vision right now, because it looks like, I think Playmakers got this single ward outside their base, but they've got to anticipate Roche will be up soon. So they're going to have to actually look for some sort of scouting mission to just get Vision around that pit in preparation. Because they have got a decent combo when they go into a pit fight, right?
Yeah, they do, but they don't know what's happening on the other side of the river. And no one was showing from Boom ID there.
Oh, moving in for Kodo. Oh no, Skyram. The pick and tap is enough. 70 seconds on the sideline. Stun's going to come out, trying to turn on the Earth Spirit, but he's going to be forced up the way. He's going to be fine, and that was the gaze used. Now they need to retreat. Katara needs to be careful. The vacuum connects on the free, and there's the wall as well. The Woodcombs is going down. The Earth Splitter free will not matter. You're losing too many heroes. Katara is going to fall as well. Baker will make his escape, but you've lost your deuce. A full retreat, they say. Axel trying to get out. There we go. The tree's going to be cut through by the Timber Saw. Should cover their escape, but no, it's too late. Earth Spirit is down. Deuce are forced to buy back. This is do or die as Boom enter the base again. Nice cut the tree, but Faker, what do you do next? You might die. Armor Strike interrupts the Timber Chain away. He's got the Ghost Scepter to protect himself. The back. They say if you kill Deuce, it's all over. She can't even fight back because of the disarm. She's going to try now, but it's too late. They're going to lose them all. And no, Game 1 goes the way of Boom ID. And I can already hear the tears coming out from our prediction percentages.
Oh, man, what a game. Boom ID.